Hi guys, it's September 9th. This morning I came home after dropping my kids off at school and I was just feeling exhausted, and I decided I was going to take a nap, which I don't hardly ever do that because I don't like feeling groggy after a nap, so I just try to stay up. But this morning I was so tired. I laid back down on the sofa with my dogs, and I always ask God to give me a dream every time I lay down. And typically when I do dream, it's like if I do take naps, I dream big time usually. So I always expectantly ask for a good dream. But today I actually had a rapture dream, which I have not had very many rapture dreams in my life, and certainly none as of late. And this dream has a lot of interesting things in it. Okay, my husband was at work, and I was trying to get a hold of him. And the phone that I had only had I think it had 6 numbers on it, but they were all the number 4, I think. And you basically had to hit the different ones, and then you would go up or down with this up or down arrow to get the number in. I could not get the number in this phone, and I could not get a hold of him. I was calling to ask him where something was, because I was going to give something of his to his father, and I was calling to ask where it was. And I was intently trying to get a hold of him because his mom was with me, and I was trying to give it to his mom for his dad. So then I couldn't, his mom was out of the picture then, and I was still trying to dial this phone. And I walked into a room, and it was not a house that I recognized at this point, but my husband was in there then, and I said, I don't need to try to get a hold of you anymore, and you're not going to like this new phone, I told him, because it only has 4 numbers or 6 numbers on it. It's really a pain to dial. I said, because I tried to get a hold of you for so long, and I couldn't get a hold of you. I couldn't dial the number. And then my husband and I were standing in my old childhood bedroom, and it didn't really have walls. I just recognized like the closet, and we were like looking over this like garden, and in the garden I looked it up. I didn't know what I was seeing. It looks like I was seeing barley. The pictures when I looked up barley, they were golden and beautiful pictures of this barley stems coming up. And they were in the garden, and they were new, because the other things had been in the garden for a long time. These were new, and they were glowing golden. And I said, I love these. I was calling it wheat in the dream, I believe. I just said it, but I didn't know what it was. I just said, I love these plants, whatever they are. And I said, I think they're wheat, but I don't know. I said, but I'm going to leave them here because they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. And I'm not going to pull them. And they were coming up within the whole other part of the garden. So it was like they weren't really supposed to be there, but they were kind of so beautiful I wanted to leave them. And just then, I heard kind of a wind, and I just knew in my heart that it was the rapture, and I screamed the name of Jesus, and I just jumped up in the air, and I kept going. And, even though I was in a room with a garden in it, it did have a ceiling, so I was waiting for myself to, hit the ceiling and stop, but no, I kept going through the ceiling, and I was flying, and just as I, was going through the white ceiling, my dogs woke me up, and they started barking at something loud outside, and you can hear my little one barking right now. But I just wanted to hopefully encourage everybody with that dream, because I don't really get rapture dreams that often. The other thing that I wasn't really encouraged about is that I don't think my husband was flying up with me, and maybe that's the whole thing about why I couldn't dial his number. I'm not putting in the right number. I'm not doing the right thing to get in touch with him. So I would just ask everyone to please pray for the salvation of my husband. His name is Mike. I can tell you that much. And, you know, he says he believes, but he doesn't read the Bible. He doesn't go to church. He's living in this world big time. And, you know, he's a super sweet, nice person, and he's just a super hard worker, but he thinks that he can really do everything on his own, and that he doesn't need God. And he's been really, really trying hard. He has his own company and has had a couple of bad years in a row, and he's very frustrated. And when I bring God up to him, he blames God more than anything. He's like, yeah, if God wanted to help me, he would have done it already a long time ago. And I keep telling him, no, this isn't true. You have to, you know, ask God. You can't just expect this from him. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and try to have a good day. And if anybody could throw up a prayer for my husband, that would be wonderful. And I'd thank you all very much for doing that. Have a good one.